ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Actually...
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends 80 Years Iron Man. Try to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so in Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. I actually picked this up at a Walmart over in Rochester, Minnesota. I had a great time there. By the way, you guys, thank you so much, Rochester. You guys are awesome, and Minnesota in general had a great time. But anyway, packaging over here looks very cool. It says 80 years, nice looking Iron Man. So far on the side, you can see a nice image from Alex Ross, and then on the back, you can see a more contemporary image from Alex Ross right over there, looking super shiny. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then we get Iron Man again right there. Not much more at the top, not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Iron Man out of the packaging. And like the rest of these 80 years figures, I am quite impressed. Very stoked about this figure. I've been having a lot of fun with it. We get some great accessories with this Iron Man with some interchangeable heads and effects, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Iron Man. So here's what we get with this Iron Man figure, and I think this is a great number of accessories that we're seeing over here. We get a pair of fisted hands, we get the repulsor blasting hands that do not have a hinge on them. That's a bit frustrating. You can see there's a yellow repulsor right there painted. I like that. And then we get the 3 different head sculpts, and then we get these new blast effects, which I think are awesome. Now, they're actually been redone several times right here on this part. We've seen these many times before, but they are opaque at this moment, and they have this nice white fading into yellow, and you can remove this bottom piece right here. So if you want just that showing, you can do that. I'll just port it into the hand right there. And you could see that. You could do that if you'd like, or you could go ahead and put that right back on and then add this new piece right here, which I really dig a lot. This is really awesome, and you could port that in like so. Now you have a much larger blast effect, and this all just tabs into each other. Just have to make sure that this is in all the way first. And then you could put this in right here, and there that goes, and it looks pretty sweet. So I'm stoked about that. That is really awesome, just to show how it looks on one of the repulsor blasting hands. Wow, woo, yeah, so I think that's really cool. Very pleased with that. Just wish we had a hinge on this hand. To get your regular Iron Man helmet, which looks great. I love this gold paint right here. Nice clean black paint apps as well. I like how the eyebrows are sculpted right there. Very good looking classic Iron Man. I'm just noticing now there's slight marbling going on in the plastic. It doesn't really bother me a whole bunch, but I really dig that quite a bit. Then we also have this Alex Ross version where we have space for a nose. It's kind of a funny thing that, you know, we usually don't think about it. But yeah, the Iron Man mask doesn't really allow for a nose. I always assume there's enough space in the front of it. But yeah, this right here is an Alex Ross design, and I think that's great to have in the collection. So I'm very pleased with that. I like this head sculpt. Not my favorite head sculpt of the 3, but I'm just super happy that it's included. A little bit of weird, you know, glue or something right here on the very top of the head, but other than that, it does look pretty clean. And then we get this Tony Stark head sculpt, which looks great. Wow, what an awesome looking comic Tony Stark. They are getting so much better with these face sculpts, man. You know, even the comic one's looking a lot more realistic. I like the wrinkles in the face right here. The mustache looks great. He has a little dimple right there in his chin. The eye paint came out super clean. Love how the eyebrows came out. Little subtle wrinkles in the forehead. The hair looks great. Love that there's some brown mixed in there too. That makes me very happy to see. And it fits onto this chameleon body pretty well. The only problem is that it's a tight fit, and it does look a little on the big side, but I don't know. I still think that works out pretty well. And all 3 of the heads fit onto this body perfectly, and I think this looks awesome. Oh man, all the points that I want to see on a classic Iron Man are here. I really love this gold paint. A nice detail right here with the yellow, and then the arc reactor looks really good with this creamy white color. I really love how this plastic came out. It definitely has a metallic look to it. The swirling / marbling stuff is there just a tiny bit, not enough to really bother me a whole bunch. For the most part, it looks really smooth. I love how they have all the musculature sculpted into the armor as we see on the classic Iron Man suits. So I'm very pleased with that. I hope they reuse this a whole bunch, you know what I mean? They could, you know, make a Silver Centurion with a lot of these parts, or an updated War Machine. We desperately need a new comic book War Machine. But anyway, the gold throughout looks fantastic. I love how it looks on these pins right here. That is great on the joints. So I'm very pleased with this. The arms look great right here at the forearms. I'm really digging this on the back. You can see the Iron Man butt, Iron Man back, and the legs look awesome as well. Little tiny little lines you're going to see in the gold, and also like around the armpits and the shoulder area you could see some wear from moving this around, so that's going to happen a little bit, and they did go with a really nice color right here that goes with the gold very well, so I like that choice right there. But the legs look awesome as well. You can see all that musculature sculpted in there. Really love the gold paint, man. Very pleased with that. Boots look great with all those ribs sculpted in there, so that's great they included the ribs sculpted in there. I'm very happy to see that. And then he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. We get great articulation for this figure as well. You can move his head all the way up. That is fantastic. It shifts forward and back some. You can make his head look down. You get side to side motion and a little bit of head tilting, just a little bit right there. I kind of wish this figure had butterfly joints, but at the same time I could understand how it could possibly break up the aesthetic so much that it could possibly ruin the figure. But however, yeah, I still kind of wish we had butterfly joints, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. But anyway, you can move the shoulders up and outward that far, and they move down fairly close to the body, which is cool. You can rotate a full 360. You get a bicep swivel. Great looking double jointed elbows. Well, this kind of gets in the way, so only bend in that far. And all four hands turn side to side, but only the fisted hands can hinge up and down. Get a great ab crunch forward and ab crunch back. Waist swivel. These disc pieces don't move around at all. They're stationary, but they still are soft enough where you could get the hips to move outward that far, and he'll kick up that much and back a little bit. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Iron Man figure, you can see that he's standing right in between 6.5 to 7 inches tall. And then comparing this new classic Iron Man figure next to the two other classic Iron Man figures, there's actually a fourth one. So this right here is not the 2-pack version, but the one that came out in the Iron Man 3 movie wave. And then this is the Toy Biz Series 1 version right here, which I still like, and it does have the butterfly joints right there. So I don't know, I kind of feel like they could have incorporated that into this figure somehow, but out of these three over here, oh man, I definitely like this one the most. And I just wanted to compare the two Tony Stark head sculpts right here. Man, yeah, both great looking comic versions of Tony Stark. I do miss having this whole, removing the mask function, but still I'm really happy having this right here as well. And then here's our 80 years Iron Man next to the Mezco Toys die-cast Iron Man figure, and wow, oh geez, these both are incredible figures. This one right here is at about 25% of the cost of this one though. This one has light-up features and die-cast going on. I mean, it's hard to compare these two, but yeah, both incredible pieces. And then for a Marvel 80 years anniversary classic Avengers figure comparison, we have our 80 years Thor, our 80 years Captain America, and the 80 years Hulk. And all four of these just look absolutely incredible. I'm especially liking the height difference between Iron Man and Cap right here. Iron Man is just barely taller than Captain America, which I really like to see. Some people tell me that they should be the exact same height, but nope. I always saw that Iron Man should just be just a tad taller, and he's just barely taller. And I can't remember the username right now, but I saw somebody on Instagram take the brown straps from the AIM Soldier 2-pack and attach that to the Captain America, and that looks awesome when you have his shield on. It just looks more complete to me. Really dig this look. And then here's our 80 years Iron Man next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Wow, 80 years of Marvel, and hey, you're still looking great. Hey, let's celebrate. All right, beer for me and soda for you. And soda for you. Because the thing, and the thing, ixnay on the ooze bay. So what can I say, man? I think this figure is just too awesome. I love having these separate effects for the feet and the hands. It's just a very fun figure. Looks great. I love the articulation. I really don't have any serious complaints with this figure at all, man. I mean, seriously, there's no just like, I only wish... I mean, okay, the butterfly joints, kind of wish there were butterfly joints there, but at the same time, it hasn't really stopped me from doing what I wanted to do as far as posing-wise, so I'm really happy with this piece, man. I'm very stoked about it. At the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm giving this a sud rating of 2, please. I love it. And yeah, I already have in mind where I would want to put two of these figures. I would want one on my Avengers shelf and then another one in my Iron Man shelf because, yeah, I just want to have the different head sculpts. I do like this figure a lot, man. I want to know what you guys think. It's been out for a little while now. So, yeah, a lot of people have this in hand. I'm curious to know what you guys got to say about the figure. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked the video and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. If you're interested in the giveaways and the daily updates, check it out. Link in the description below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Links to everything in the description below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is my shot.